Annyeonghaseyo. I'm Marshall.
I'm Ariel.
And we're
Soju for Two.
And this is our weekly recap.
Yeah, so this week we have 4 weekly recaps and a bunch of watching nows like Big and I Love Iteri, so stay tuned for all of those. We'll add those in. Okay, so the first one, number 1 on our list this week was I Do, I Do. This one is just at the top of our list because it's so cute that we just really love it. And I think there's just so much going on in this show that we know that the next couple weeks too, it's just going to get better and better.
I think it has like this real humor and like kind of playing off each other. And then there's also the serious, like there's serious romance, there's the serious like other things we know that are happening at the same time that are brewing. So I think it has everything right now as like a drama for us, and it's not too serious, not too romantic, not too too much comedy. It's just perfect.
And the female lead in this one, we love about her so much is that she's such a great character, because we understand like women like this, like characters that are like power women and they really want to do well, but then oh wait, she's gonna be pregnant, and this is gonna completely change her life.
And the thing is too, like, you know, she's being really powerful, but it's all like a mask because she's really sad, and you get to see that a lot. You know, that she's constantly conflicted by what's going on and with her family. It's just so good,
and it's so great because like the love story here, like the love triangle. It's like you have this really like super full of life young guy that's like has nothing to his name, but really love him, and then we have this great. The doctor is so great.
Awesome.
I mean, he goes from literally being like, oh, I'm not getting married, to being like, I'm going to marry this girl.
And
so it's like we really feel conflicted because we love both of these guys so much, and as characters, we just think they're going to be great.
Now, like a surprise that I didn't think was going to happen so early on here is that like the main male lead, like he kind of confesses to her that like he really did have feelings for her, and when they slept together, like it meant more to him than just getting drunk and sleeping with her. So I didn't expect that so early on. I thought it was going to be like he didn't want to be with her and she didn't want to be with him, and then but somehow,
like he'd have to like become a man and realize like, oh, she's pregnant with my child. But no,
it seems like he really has feelings for her. So that's interesting and not expected.
Okay, and then also, so this week we love this show. So it gets to the top of our list. Super cute. So number 2 is Bridal Mask.
I think that's surprising for maybe, but this is really interesting, and we have a feeling this is going to end up sad. Like that's our gut feeling at this point. But not only do you have the main male lead be like more villainous and devious this week, but it ends up with him realizing that the girl that was his first love and dramatically like had to separate when they were children, he realizes that this is the girl that he's chasing, that he's so consumed with catching the bridal mask that he doesn't really care what happens to her, but he doesn't really mean that, right? And then it ends with him shooting her.
So we have friends that are going to end up fighting. We have family that's going to end up fighting because we know his brother's the bridal mask. And I mean,
or one of them.
And what's going to be so interesting about this is that he's a main character, but he's going to, one way or another, he's losing something.
Yeah, and it's going to be upsetting.
I think that the plot of this is so good.
Intense. Now, what we were saying, like the I Do, it's like that's really kind of like a lighthearted, but a lot of things going on. This is going to be a drama.
It's going to be dark.
It's going to be upsetting, and we know that, and but still excellent. And I think that this one too, the Japanese girl who came is clearly going to be his other love interest, so that should be totally interesting.
And we need to talk about her fashion for one moment. She has this like great suit that has these giant like lapels on it, and we were just watching the MIB the band's music video, and I'm pretty sure they had the same jacket in the video. So
no, totally fashionable.
Super fashionable.
Really beautiful. And it's actually kind of cool. I can't wait to see, like, she's wearing, like, kimonos and things like that. To see that against, like, the traditional Korean clothing, which would be really interesting. But I feel like this show is just really compelling, and it's one of those ones I know we're going to cry.
I know. Oh, my God. I can just tell already. Like, as soon as it started happening, as soon as the end of this episode, I was like, oh, God, this is going to be a crier.
Okay, so Queen In-hyun's Man. So this one is third for us this week, just because there was a lot of like heart-wrenching situations here.
Yeah.
But next week is, or I guess they actually may already be up. We're not really sure what's been going on with this because there is 16 episodes.
The reason we didn't get to 16 was it wasn't all subbed. 15 was subbed, but we didn't want to do them just one at a time.
Randomly. But between 13 and 14, a lot is going on, and it seems like things are going to work out for them. It's kind of their constant thing now. Like, stuff's going to work out, and then it doesn't. But what happens here is, he has to go back to Joseon because he realizes that. After he's shot with arrows and he wakes back up, that it seems like the fate he thought was going to happen isn't going to happen that way, that destiny, and that the queen's going to die, so he has to protect her. And, but while this happens, it seems like he's going to be killed, executed by the king, and when she finds out about this, like in modern times, she's like a wreck. I mean, she loses it, and that was really hard for me to watch. Like, how could you not cry when she's crying so upset like that? And then what you really find out is that he sort of prepared all of this and had a plan because obviously he's awesome.
Super smart. He's like the genius of all of our characters.
So in the end of these 2 episodes, this grouping, he does come back, and it seems like things will work out again. But again, we all know
2 more episodes.
So I know this will probably end happy, but their love is really, really intense. So the only way you could kind of deal with this love in a story like this is have them to keep having to break up, because otherwise, like, it would just be joy, and which would be fun for us to watch, but it wouldn't be as compelling for the plot.
Okay, so the last one was Dr. Jin this week. So the reason why it's the bottom of our list is because I think that the show was less like what we're looking for from the show. There's less of the romance and all that sort of stuff.
This was more of like just a medical drama, right?
Yeah.
Like, for these 2 episodes, because, you know, there's like a cholera outbreak or whatever I forget what they call it, but it's cholera. And, you know, he's sort of showing his doctor skills, and, you know, you're going to see also the compelling, like, Park Min-young's character sort of push towards him because she also feels the same urge to help people. And then you have, like, the protectiveness of Jae-jung's character, which we thought was totally awesome. And you get to see, like, a hug. There's a hug.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome,
There's a Jae-jung hug.
Jae-jung hug. That's all I could ask for.
That's all we want in life. You know what I mean? But, okay, what's interesting about this, the way this ends is really fraught. I mean, you have Jae-jung, like, with a knife to his head, like, not a knife, a giant sword.
Yes, and then from the preview, it seems like he's going to come down, Dr. Jin's going to come down with cholera. You know, there's just a lot of things happening. So, and this is a weekend show, so I guess these will be up. But really, just for us, it was just because it was more of a medical drama this week, so it's not our favorite because I really don't watch people getting sick constantly. But I am sure it's going to become great, and I can't wait for more episodes.
Yeah, so definitely, if you're not watching that, you should be watching
Watch
it.
Dr. Jin.
Okay, so we have a lot of other new shows this week. Ghost, I Love Itaewon, Big. So they're great shows. We're going to do Watching Nows. Check them all out.
Thanks.
Bye guys.